Up the hill we go. Walk and talk time. And I always think that climbing a hill is the appropriate time to start chatting with you guys. Why not? So today I wanted to chat to you about relationships because I've noticed a theme with you guys and all my clients over the past couple weeks. There's a lot of questions or curiosity as to how to better the relationships that you have in your life, whether that's with your partner, family, friends, whatever. So let's talk about all of it. First of all, I want to remind you that the relationship that you get to focus on the most first is the one that you have with yourself. This is a 24/7 relationship that you have for your entire life and you can't escape from. And you can be your best friend or you can be your worst freaking enemy. So that is the place to start. And it sounds almost a little cliched, but when you work on yourself and take the time, the opportunities, the investments, whatever, to really work on yourself, not only is that building the relationship, the inner trust and self-esteem and everything else with yourself, but the more you're in you and more solid within the relationship in you, then the better you can connect with everyone else in your life. So that is my first tip with relationships. Looking inward first, working on the relationship within, because that ultimately impacts every relationship. To give you some other tips on how to start building or enhancing the relationships that you have or that you want to have in your life, I'm going to give you just a couple things to think about. Because, or actually I'll give you a few resources. Brené Brown, love her. She's got some great stuff in there about trust and vulnerability. I recommend watching her TED Talks. Paul Chek has heaps and heaps of amazing stuff. Louise L. Hay, like I could go on for days. There's so many amazing people out there that have beautiful work that can really help bring in how you want to have your ideal relationships. And everyone bangs on about communication, and guess what? So am I. Because communication is key. But loving and compassionate communication is even better. So we want to remove judgment from the table. So looking at how are you communicating with others? Are you coming in with your actions and your words make me feel blah, blah, blah? Or are you coming in with the story I'm telling myself is what you said and what you did made me feel like this, and so I believe that. Are you taking ownership for yourself? Or are you projecting, blaming, shaming, and therefore creating more distance? Just a curious question. So look at how you're communicating, and is it leading you towards where you want to go with the relationships in your life or away from? And by connecting to that, then you know where to start looking to improve. Of course, Hillwise is starting to get me now, but we got this, guys, we got it. All right, so work on yourself. Communication is key, but then also getting really clear on the quality of people that you want to have in your life. What do you want to stand for? What healthy boundaries do you want to have? What qualities and types of people do you want in your life? Are they open, loving, kind, caring, compassionate? Or are they judgmental, gossipy, will be fair weather friends? Do they really have you when the chips are down or are they nowhere to be found? Like, start really looking at, and don't judge yourself for where you are, but start really looking at what are the qualities of relationships that you have in your life. And once again, is it leading you towards or away from where you'd ultimately like to go? So those are just a few things to ponder. If you've got more questions on relationships, hit me up because I want to hear from you. And I'll do some more clips and tips on relationships. But for now, if this resonates, comment in or DM me. Otherwise, I'm going to huff and puff up this next section and I'll chat to you soon.